Hi, I'm Chris Mavry. I'm the founder of Micheaux Media. And this journey for me started back in 2010 while I was deployed to Afghanistan. My mom at the time had sent me a care package, and tucked inside that care package were these stamps featuring this man named Oscar Micheaux. Now, my mom knew that I had a passion for TV and film, but what she didn't know was that this subtle introduction would drastically change my life. Oscar Micheaux lived as a Black man during the Great Depression and the segregation of the Jim Crow South. Uh, During that time, and despite all of that, he somehow managed to produce, finance, and self distribute over 40 of his own films entirely independently. He was a maverick who didn't ask for permission. His legacy of self determination and independence is the absolute inspiration for Micheaux Media. Right now, the modern film industry is facing its own unique challenges. Currently, over 85% of the media produced doesn't return its investment, and less than 10% even manages to break even. Hollywood is losing millions because they are bound by outdated production models that fail to engage modern audiences. They are trying to solve a 21st century problem by gatekeeping 20th century methods, and it's costing them everything. Micheaux Media exists to capture a shift. We want to bet on modern mavericks just like Oscar Micheaux. We are building an accelerator platform to de risk, scale, and monetize creative media before committing massive investment and shift the power dynamics back to the independent creator. Our platform operates on a four-phase model. First, we host a development sprint designed to test the validity of a project. Second, based on the results of the validation process, we use an internal VC style model to invest in those ideas that are great and excellent and will go above the mark. And third, we use the most advanced yet financially accessible tools to create proof of concepts. And fourth, we distribute our final result to our pre vetted and highly curated direct audience. And now is the time for this shift. We are witnessing massive disruption in the entertainment industry. Independent creators are breaking box office records, and we've already seen this in artists like Markiplier and his Iron Lung movie. These creators are proving that community engagement is the new currency, and the data confirms this shift. The global creator economy is projected to reach $1.34 trillion by 2033, while the traditional TV and film industry is only expected to reach about 409 billion in that same period. The market is signaling a clear move towards independent, community driven content. In this new ecosystem, Micheaux Media will serve as a one stop shop for creators that provides the tools, expertise, exposure, and funding to give them the competitive edge. Creators will have the flexibility to select between a DIY subscription that grants them access to our suite of digital tools or a hands on approach that leverages our team's resources and specialized expertise. We also offer an internal financing option that secures an equity stake for Micheaux Media, determined by our assessment of the project's viability. Through a highly detailed process of customer discovery, we've been able to see how this model greatly benefits our intended customers. In the last month, we've added 3 recurring clients generating roughly $1,000 per month in revenue and built an initial following that we've been able to use as our initial test audience. During this program, we made several key discoveries. We found that social media and podcast style interviews were a great method to engage potential clients. Through this, we discovered that we were excluding a large portion of the customers we were trying to help by not having a model that worked on different levels. So we pivoted. Instead of focusing solely on filmmakers who are already tied to an old system, we shifted our focus to Gen Alpha creators who intuitively cultivate community online and in real life. By giving creators a platform, we are building the infrastructure for the next generation of creative. As we continue growing and scaling this business, we will be developing more creator tools that address needs at every single level and testing different direct distribution channels. We will start by hosting small independent film screenings and eventually move towards developing an entire enterprise resource platform for independent creators. If awarded this prize, we will use the funds to develop the MVP for our first digital tool called the F3. The F3 is a subscription-based service that connects creators directly to the festivals, fellowships, and funding opportunities tailored specifically to their creative IP and the audience metrics they need in order to grow and scale that idea. The Micheaux Media team is strategically positioned with the right balance of skilled engineers and industry professionals that are perfect for helping this company reach its absolute potential. Oscar Micheaux once said that there is no barrier to success which discipline and perseverance cannot overcome. The vision behind Micheaux Media is to remove the barriers impeding the success of great storytellers and create a space where anyone can make the stories they love come to life. Thank you.